With the forceful presence of modern communication these days, we have to ask ourselves, are we losing face-to-face spoken conversations? So here with 4 simple phrases to improve our relationships, we have Dr. Cheryl Bauman, who is the author of Just Say It. Great to have you here on the show. And this is really a combination of years and years with education and people and conversations. What was the idea behind creating this book?
The idea behind creating it was I really noticed through being in education for 25 years that people are losing some of this art of communication, and they're losing the face-to-face aspect of communication. And so I wanted to write a book that was readable, and if people take a look at it, it's very short, it's easy to read. I also wanted to write a book that people could relate to, that there was research in it, there was real life stories, so that it was realistic for people as well, so they could say, yes, this is something that I can relate to.
And are they saying that to you in a text? Are they sending that to you in an email? Because that seems to be the way our conversations are going. We're down, we're looking at our smartphones, we're constantly talking with our fingers rather than the eye-to-eye contact that we used to, the only way we used to know how to communicate.
That's right, and that's really key, and that's what my book is asking people to do. Like, how are we spending our time? How are we communicating with people? How are we really continuing to develop our relationships? Because there's lots of statistics out now that are showing that even though there's 10,080 minutes per week, that parents are reporting that they're only spending 35 minutes per week in great conversation with their child. And that's like face-to-face great conversations. That's 5 minutes a day. So those rates, they're out of the US, and they were from 2015, but they are quite alarming when we really see that we are changing, that we are going to our mobile devices, that people are reporting that they're going on social media 17 times a day to check Facebook and to check different social media sites. So they're doing that, but yet they're not really spending time developing these relationships.
And when you are developing them, you want them to be in a more positive, endearing, and kind of a more powerful way of looking at things. And so I want to be able to go through some of those phrases. And the first one is to be able to say to someone, "I believe in you." What was the idea behind that?
Well, the idea behind that was when I looked at what were some phrases that could be stated, and in my book I do say these, there is 4 phrases, but that you're not limited to these 4 phrases, but that there are 4 encouraging phrases. And I'm encouraging people to take the time to just say it, right? Because sometimes we get so busy in our lives, sometimes we show people, but we don't often just come right out and say, "I believe in you," or "I care." And so I ask people, have you ever had that happen in your life, and what has the impact been? And then I encourage people to find somebody every single day to do that to, and to do it to face-to-face, to build these relationships in your household, to build these relationships in your workplace, in your neighborhood, even in the grocery store lineup, just to have a more positive way of developing our relationships and a more positive way of really looking at the world.
I believe in you is one. The other one was I care. This one I think is a very tough one, the I'm so sorry, or I am sorry. Did you find people had a tougher time with this one more so than the others?
Absolutely. And I think that we have to get back to saying that I'm sorry. I think that we have to get back to, and some people are really good at it, and then some people aren't so good at it. And I think that we all have to realize that we're humans, and that we suffer from the human condition of not being perfect. And so when we can admit that we're not perfect, and when we can state, "I'm sorry, I've done something wrong," and be genuine about it, and then move on or talk about what's happened, our relationships then grow to new levels, and they develop more trust. There's more honesty within our relationships too.
The last one is you are important. Is that even to your kids as you're sitting at the breakfast table? I believe in you, I think you're gonna have a great day at school, and you are important. I mean, it's an uplifting comment right off the bat.
That's right. And they're so simple to say, right? And I'm encouraging parents too, as their children head back to school this year, to try to build in time in their mornings, to try to build in time in their days, to really say positive statements to their children, because it hardwires their brains into becoming better self-regulated. It hardwires their brains into becoming more emotionally stable, and so then they can solve conflicts better as well. And research shows as well that when we're saying negative things to people, that different parts of our brain lights up than than when we're saying positive things. And so it helps to mold our children's brains, it helps to mold our brains into becoming more positive people, and also into becoming more socially aware of others too, so that we take on that social justice piece.
Some really, some crucial information, I think, too, especially as we are getting more into that digital age of looking down. It's been nice to be able to have that face-to-face eye contact, too, in a conversation like this. Once again, there's the book, Just Say It, and it's available now, and you can find more at justsayit.today if you're looking for more information on the website. Thank you so much. It was really nice to be able to chat. And I believe you are very important.
I believe you are too, Leanne.
So
Thank you so much.